It's just that relationship business is just so important in what we do.
Yeah, even a year down the line, they can call you, but they call it I business, and who knows
who they're gonna get, right? So. But they know you, they trust you, and you know, you'll be there to guide them home. So. Hey everyone, I'm here with DeWayne Sanders.
Hey Drake.
We're at General Olds Golf Course in Riverside. Today we're going to be talking about DeWayne. He's an agent with 30 plus years of experience and over 1,000 closed transactions under his belt. We're going to talk about how to build that sustainable career for yourself in real estate. How'd you get started? I mean, you've been around for 30 plus years in this, you know. What was the start of your career like?
Well, I started investing on my own, just buying properties and not actually flipping them, but renting them out. And I was enjoying that and saw the benefit in doing it. So I said, well, maybe I should get my license, earn a commission too with some of these that I buy. So that basically encouraged me to go ahead and get my license and do it. And I'm glad I did. And you joined Coldwell Banker, and you've been with us since about 2004. And kind of affiliated with the brand. I know we were talking earlier before we started the interview about the importance of, you know, joining a brand that you could trust and a company and a brokerage that could really help you and guide you through your business. Mm-hmm. You know, what was the reason that you came over? Brand name for one, and because I knew the broker, Lance, which is you know, like one excellent broker, excellent friend. He was a friend of mine before. You know, we started the business about the same time. So I know him, and I know of him too. So I know he's a upfront guy. And with the company name, the backing of the Coldwell Banker, I couldn't do anything but win. You know, and that's how I went into it. And it came to be true. So.
It's another perfect example of just a relationship building.
Exactly.
You've known Lance. You know, Lance has known you. You guys decide to kind of team up and work together and do what you do and have a successful
actually in different businesses. I mean, in different companies for the first 12, 13 years. Both of us starting about the same time. But because of the relationships, we knew each other, and it just kind of went really well. I know he's a good man. So
earlier when I started, I mentioned that you've done over 1,000 closed transactions throughout your career, which is a huge, insane amount of business. You know, not many agents can say that they've closed that many deals. How did you get yourself to that many deals? I mean, what were you doing to build your career up to 1,000 plus closings?
Well, back in the day, early, we did a lot of cold calling, which sometimes I guess is a frown upon sometimes now. Door knocking, but just that face-to-face as much as possible too. We did it in groups, you know, teams, made it fun to go out and do those things. Basically starting, I call it the basics. You know, starting there and then just build on relationships from that point. My goal is to help others. That's basically my goal. And a lot of times that hasn't been commission earned, you know, but that's okay too. So, but that's just from the heart.
I think a common theme in these interviews, and this is the fourth one I've done, and I think every single agent that we've spoken to, they're all highly successful, and they all say a similar thing to that, that I'm here to help my people. I care about the people that I work with and the clients, and I think having that attitude is really what can drive you to be successful in this business.
I think so too.
I mean, everyone can sense the commission breath, or the agent that's in the business just for the money. And you can see those people, and I think consumers see right through that. But when you get someone genuine like yourself or some of the other people that we've spoken to, I think people see that, and you draw in the business that you want. Do you agree with that? Or?
Yes, wholeheartedly. Because like I said, these are people that I know and have had relationships with. Now that they've been helped, you know, I've helped them, and of course, in me helping them, it helps me. And I felt that way basically with everything in life. You help somebody else, it comes back to you.
Do you have any tips or tricks that you would give to a new agent, or possibly an agent that has been around for a while but really needs to jumpstart their business and get going? I mean, what would you say to those people?
Basically, just don't give up, because right now it's a different game than when I was really playing and involved 100%. But there's so many different ways now that you can get your foot in somewhere with someone. But here again, it's back to the relationship building. So just, you have to talk to people. You just really have to talk to people. This is sales. So you must get in front of people and talk with them. So.
Don't give up and keep staying at it.
Keep on staying at it. Keep on staying. I mean, rejection, that was one of the things for me way back in the time. To get used to rejection right away in my first year or so. You get beyond that and it's, a piece of cake. So, because it's numbers,
How did you get beyond that rejection? I mean, was it just you kept going, you kept doing it, and eventually you got used to it, or did you have to have a conversation with yourself about, how do I beat this, fear of rejection?
Just being consistent doing it, and also some of these gurus back in the day, some of the training that you go to and motivation, it helps, especially for a brand new agent. It may not help you sell a particular house, but it'll just help you in life, period. So, and some of those things like that will help you get through those type of situations of rejection. So, nobody did it all by themselves. So,
finding a mentor, someone that could kind of coach you through.
Yes, indeed.
And then just doing it, going out and doing it, and just getting used to it, right?
That's it. And I think nowadays it is a little easier possibly to get a mentor, but so many people are trying to bring teams and things together. So that's a good place, I think, and sometimes for an agent to start.
Yeah, well, I think like with the internet, you see, the YouTube videos of all these real estate gurus, which I think is super helpful to watch those videos and learn some scripts, but I've always thought it's super important to be able to build an actual relationship with someone, face to face, and actually talk about, overcoming some of those objections and fears. So
a lot of those scripts tell you too what not to do. So. But it's just going to every avenue you can to pull out something, and just you have to get over it, just get through it.
All right, so there's a lot of speculation on the industry, and we have disruptors, like a lot of tech companies coming into our market and trying to disrupt what we call the traditional real estate agent. Where do you see the industry going, and how can an agent position themselves to be successful going forward?
Well, there are some drastic changes, that's for sure. But as we have seen, there are companies that come and go. I honestly believe that there's enough business out there for everybody. Most of these brokerages and so on, I don't think are going to be many of them that are going to be too successful. Because here again, I don't think the relationships are in those either. You're dealing with a corporation per se, not so much an individual agent that you can call on anytime and they answer and talk to you. So as far as the industry for realtors, it still is good. I think it'll still be good, but you have to work for it. You have to earn it.
DeWayne's an agent that's truly, done it all. He's had all the experience. He's seen, every type of market, and I just wanted to thank him for joining us and giving him the time to share some of his knowledge with us. So, thank you, DeWayne.
Oh, you're welcome. And anybody who needs me, just call me. You know how to get in touch with me, man. I'm here again. Like I said, I'm a people person, and I like to help others get beyond where they are at this point. So.
Great. Thanks. Appreciate it, DeWayne.
Okay.
Awesome.
Take care.